Hello. I'm back once again. This week, I am eating another MRE. This time around, it is specifically, as you can see, menu 13, cheese tortellini in tomato sauce. Now, what makes this one relatively unique compared to the last one is, well, aside from the different menu option, is that it's also apparently vegetarian. So, yeah, let's give this a shot. So, packaging, about the same as the last one. I don't remember if, like, the actual packaging. Like the art style on the front was different than the last one because it's been a while since I've had that last MRE, but yeah, should basically still be the same function wise. Oh, speaking of the last MRE, while I'm opening this, uh, apparently the last MRE, basically like a third of it was all dried cranberries. I don't know why they decided to use that specific one to just get rid of their cranberry stock, but it basically felt like that. Like, you got dried cranberries as your dessert, you got dried cranberries in your trail mix, and no actual dessert or anything. So hopefully this one does better than that. Already opening this up, it is... Let's see the contents in here. So, just like before, I got the 30 spoon. This spoon is about as 30 as before. This, I think, is the main dish. Yep, cheese tortellini in tomato sauce. We got crackers, box of supplementaries, more roasted peanuts. Last time we got cheese spread, this time we got chocolate peanut spread. So, yeah, let's see how that tastes. That's something new. Looks like an energy drink, carbohydrate electrolyte beverage powder. It seems like it's set up a drink. Actually, no, it still comes with a drink pouch, but this seems to just be its own little pouch. In here, we basically have the same content as last time, except this time with a little bottle of Tabasco sauce. So if you just want to spice some things up. Actually, I should probably put on some BGM. I had it set up and everything, I just forgot entirely. So, opening this. Is not as easy as you'd expect. This thing does not want to open. Okay, well, if it doesn't want to open that way with my hands, I do have a knife right here just to make my job easier. Trying this open, I can already smell both the Tabasco and the mints. They do not mix well. Oh boy. Some more napkins. These are some of the most anemic napkins I've ever used. But they do actually hold up relatively well, somehow. We got some Tabasco sauce, which, you know, up to your taste. If you like Tabasco, then yeah, you feel free to add it. Personally, I will not be adding it to this meal, because I am not really a fan of Tabasco. Dry creamer. Same freeze-dried coffee, which I don't think I'll try again, since, well, we already had it last time. Instead of sugar, we do have a 0-calorie sweetener, we have some salt, and a little moist towelette. Yeah, that's the contents of this bag. I'm just gonna set this aside. I think something might have just fell, but who knows. Okay, I'll set that there for now. We have the heating pouch right here, which I think a different style heater, maybe? It looks a bit different than last time. Like, it's kind of difficult for you guys to see, but this heater right here is divided into 4 parts. Last time it was just one giant pouch, so that's different, albeit it's only slightly. Oh, and I think I missed something down here. Trail mix with pretzels. Okay, we'll see how good that is. But aside from that, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, no proper dessert or anything, I don't think. So I guess crackers and chocolate peanut spread is our dessert for this. And these are just calorie fillers. Good to know. So, let me just quickly break this down. Hot beverage bag, definitely meant for the coffee, which I'm probably not going to be drinking because I don't have any hot water. It's going to be cold coffee if I do drink it. So we got main course, calorie filler, and dessert along with energy drink, which I'll set to the side for now. So, without further ado, let's start with the main course. Or rather, start preparing the main course. Firstly, I will be cracking open the spoon. So, this is the spoon. Brown in color. Relatively sturdy. Is not really that flimsy. So really nice, actually, for a plastic spoon. Better than what I'd probably find in my house right now, actually, now that I think about it. But anyways. So, this should just be the pouch, the cardboard pouch to just hold everything together. Like, you know, just tuck it in here once everything's in. But, let's heat up the main dish. So firstly, pair up here to open, I believe, if I remember correctly. This time around, I'm a bit more well-versed in using these. It should be a little seam here if I just... It does not want to open. Come on. There you are. Okay, so let's just quickly slide this in the way it fits. There we go. Alrighty, so MRE's in. Get out some water. And hopefully I don't overfill. Fumes are definitely going to be stinking up my house a bit, honestly. Or at least my room. I think I might have overfilled a bit. But this thing barely needs any water. Okay, so that's cold water in. Let's just fold here. Crack this open. And in this goes. Just cram it in. Yep, there we go. I'll just leave this up right here. Upright while it cooks. Meanwhile, actually I should probably find something to place right here to keep it up. Actually, no, it'll hold up on its own. Let's try out the calorie fillers. Oh, actually, alright, I'm feeling the bag right now. I can feel it bubbling. And I see that it has inflated a bit, actually. Yeah, I can see bubbling as well. That's it. Okay, yeah. Alright, so these should just be peanuts, same as last time. I'll try that after. This is new to me. So this is just trail mix with some pretzels. So I'm expecting just some nuts and pretzels, yeah. Oh yeah, no, I'm really starting to smell this thing now. Holy shit. My room should be ventilated enough. Those chemicals are pungent. Like, holy shit, are they pungent. Just, decrease that a bit. There we go. You can really smell it. But, onto the trail mix. This does not want to tear well, so we just got a flap hanging. That flap does not matter. Looking inside... yeah, it's just nuts and pretzels. This is a trail mix, alright. Hey, personally, it's my kind of trail mix. But... pretzels are fine. And cashews in here, they are very bland. Yeah, it's also fine. Yeah, it's a basic trail mix. Really basic trail mix. Wish I had a bit of candy in here, but... oh, there's some almonds. This is honestly one of the blander trail mixes I've ever had. This definitely could have been better. Because for now, this is incredibly bland. But, personally... based on... oh yeah, okay, I think I know what fell. I was gonna say... maybe adding a bit of the salt into here wouldn't hurt. But I think I dropped my salt packet, so... oh, one more thing. Unlike the last MRE, this one did not come with matches. So this is, I still have the pack of matches from the last one. But this MRE did not come with any matches. So yeah, that's that. Take that as you will, you know? I could also just add in some Splenda into the trail mix, but... I don't know if I want to try that. You know? Alright. Next filler. Dry roasted peanuts. Hopefully, these are salted. Well, supposedly salted. So... I heard a little hiss as this cracked open. I'm sorry you guys can't really hear that, but... there was definitely a little hiss when this thing was opened. Yep. Same peanuts as last time. Which aren't bad. Like, these peanuts have more salt than the trail mix. Which I do like. Like, and they're vacuum sealed. Unlike the trail mix. I'm just gonna keep on snacking on these for now. As this cooks up. But in the meantime... I could tell you guys a couple stories about some more food. So earlier this week, I went to get to, oh, actually, I see steam coming out. So, earlier this week, yeah, actually, you can kind of see on my camera. Holy shit. Anyways, earlier this week, I went to this, poke place again. This is back up on campus. I decided to try out their scallops this time around, but Personally, I feel like I'm not really planning on going back to the place anytime soon after eating it. So, if you've never had raw scallops, you know, I feel like they'd be a bit more flavorful. But these things were just bland as all hell, and their texture wasn't really that good. They were kind of stringy and chewy, which personally I don't really like. Like, they don't go well together. At least for seafood specifically, especially raw seafood. And I think they were supposed to be like coated in some mayo as well. But you could not taste any of that. But, I think the one thing that did kind of save my meal was tempura shrimp, but I just love tempura shrimp. Sadly, I don't think I got my money's worth at all either, because they also ran out of a ton of other toppings for the meal. Now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever, like, seen how long this is supposed to take. Huh. Oh, that's right. Before I forget, this. We still need to do this. Oh yeah, and I should also probably remember to rate these. This is perfectly edible. I'd say like a 5 out of 10. Not the best, not the worst. Mid as hell. But, hey, if this is all I had for calorie filler, I'll take it. It isn't offensive, is what I mean to say, you know? Actually, the nuts together with the... After eating this, eating the trail mix kind of enhances the sweetness of the nuts. 5.5. This is actually pretty good. Now that I'm eating it another time. Like, it's simple as all hell, but it works. I like it. This, I'd say like a 6 or like 7 out of 10. I actually kind of like these. I do, like, these things are just salted peanuts, but they're salted pretty well. They also come in vacuum packed, vacuum sealed. So yeah, again, pretty good for what they are. As calorie fillers, this one pack of peanuts, 160 calories. This entire pack of trail mix, 300. That is 460 calories right there, if you eat it all. So like, you know, 1 or 2 bags of instant noodles. Next up, we got the energy drink. This thing's 80 calories. So we'll see how this tastes. I'm probably gonna compare it to like Gatorade or something, or similar energy drinks, since this is just an electrolyte beverage powder. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna be using the beverage, despite me not like, you know, using the beverage bag for drinking beverage. I am gonna be using the beverage bag for measuring water. Right off the bat, opening this thing up, oh boy, the smell is intense. It kind of shows off as a yellow color on camera, and yeah, it's yellowy. It definitely shows much darker yellow on camera for some reason, though. Don't know why. Looking at it from my end, it is a much lighter yellow. This is supposed to be a lemon lime flavored. I definitely don't smell that. Most of the ingredients here are just sugar, dextrose, citric acid, random flavorings, salts, and a couple more extra salts, some yellows here, and a bit of blue. So yeah. Let's see how this goes, you know? Cracking open beverage bag. And now it's time to measure out some water. I don't see any more bubbling inside the flameless heater pouch. So I'm assuming that it's pretty much done by now. A bit more water. Oh shit, I spilled some water. It'll evaporate, probably. That's enough. Bit more. Yeah, that should be enough. Okay, so water off to the side. Here we have 12 ounces of water measured out in the beverage pouch. Definitely not what it was meant to be used for, but that's what I'm using it for, so... Let's see, into here it goes. Right off the bat, as you can see, it's turning a green color, which I mean, makes sense if you look at the ingredients, but if you didn't, that is worrying. Okay, so I'm supposed to take this. Oh shit. Apparently fold this over somehow. Issue is that this is filled pretty much to the brim with beverage. So, very difficult to fold over. Carefully, at least. And then shake. Firmly hold. Shake for 30. I'm not gonna shake hard. And so this is probably gonna spill everywhere if I do. Gotta get your electrolytes, you know? Stay hydrated. But, should almost be done by now, I think. I'll consider that done. I can definitely smell it. I think some of it might have spilled out a bit, but other than that... I don't like the smell. Like, it doesn't smell like any energy drink I've ever had. Well, let's give this a try. Oh boy. That is... Alright, if this was, if this didn't, smell bad, I'd say this is, like, kind of awkward tasting. But, I mean, it's drinkable. But combined with the smell... Oh, God. Okay, I really don't like the smell now. Like, it's getting worse. Like, okay. If this was, if this didn't have any smell, I'd rate it, like, a 4.5. But with that smell, it goes down to a 3. Like, holy shit. This thing does not smell good. I mean, I'd drink it if it didn't have the smell. But if if you want to drink it now, I kind of have to like pinch your nose, like just kind of hold your breath and hope for the best. Because oh god, the smell does not go away. Ugh. Taste is not really pleasant either, despite sugar being the main ingredient in this thing. Like, this thing somehow has 22 grams of sugar in here. Like, how? I don't taste any of it. Also, drinking from a pouch is difficult if you don't have, like, a straw or anything. Ugh. Okay, I can kind of taste its resemblance to Gatorade. But, actually, yeah, peanuts definitely helped in getting rid of that taste, luckily. So if you ever drink this, eat it in tandem with the peanuts, for sure. I can kind of taste the sugar now. Holy shit. It needed sugar way more before. Like, personally, I would be fine if they just gave me, like, if this was just, like, sugar, and they got rid of the citric acid and whatever's causing this horrendous smell. Maybe it's dextrose or citric acid, but I don't know. Either way, the smell is just so off-putting for me. I say that as I keep on drinking it, but I mean, if you had to, at least it's kind of bearable, though. Just the taste alone is, I'd rather have water, though. Like, oh, God. This is just, personally, I myself do like energy drinks. I do actually have drink powder that I do use, for, especially like caffeinated and everything. I mean, this is just meant for hydration, like similar to Gatorade. But, oh god, just... If you're gonna do something like this, just use like powdered Gatorade or something, you know? Not this. This just... Like, looking at the ingredients as well, this is just not healthy at all. And it doesn't go down well either. But I'm gonna finish it. Nonetheless. God, every time I go for a sip, I have to hold my breath. Like, Jesus Christ, it's so bad. Yeah, I'm reaching the bottom now. Maybe it's because I didn't mix it up enough. I don't see any powder on the bottom, but it's definitely gotten sweeter. Smell has not gotten any better, though. Okay, yeah, no, looking at it now, I don't think I mixed it up enough. But nonetheless, holy shit. Found where all the sugar was at. Yeah, that's my bad for not mixing it up enough. But nonetheless, well, again, that smell is horrendous. I hate it. Sugar at the end, though, is nice to just clean out all the flavor afterwards. But, I think... Pretty sure the tortellini is done. I'm just gonna have a couple more of these real quick. Yeah, these are good. Like, these are leagues, but this stuff, these nuts, as calorie filler, tastes way better than this. Okay, feeling it now, this is very hot. Oh. I should probably not smell this either when I take it out. Oof, that is... Oh, ow, ow, ow. Yeah, no, it's so hot underneath this cardboard. Oh, you can kind of see the heat just kind of warped the interior, right, like right there at the edge, you see? Kind of warped the interior there with how hot it is. Okay. So. Spoon. Oh, shit. Just by touching the edge, I think I almost burnt myself. This thing is so hot. Okay, so it's supposed to apparently rip right here along this line to get it out. Hey, cause yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh shit, yeah, no, the bottom of the bag is especially hot, especially anywhere near that heater. Oh my gosh. But hey, I don't smell the fumes no more. I think they all burnt off initially, so there's that. Oh yeah, no, the contents here are ripping hot. Feel like Ow, ow, ow. That is very hot water. I mean, it was boiling earlier. But yeah, you get the gist. I'm gonna let that cool off a bit. Because I enjoy these peanuts. Because these peanuts do hit hard now. They good. Also, another thing, I do not, like, even though this does not taste that good unless, like, you get to the dredges at the bottom, I don't think Tabasco sauce is gonna fix it. Yeah. But even so, I'm personally just, again, not a Tabasco sauce kind of guy. Like, this is basically just vinegar, pepper, and salt. I mean, you have iodized salt if you just want more salt. You just need a bit of sourness for the vinegar, yeah, I get it. But it's not gonna make anything spicier. At least not to the degree that I want it. If I wanted something spicy, I'd get proper Asian food. Southeast Asian food. Or Indian curry. By the way, that stuff's gonna make me shit buckets. Anyways, back to this. Opening this, relatively easy-ish. Just don't be like me. Cracking this wide open, we do actually... Ooh, that smells like Chef Boyardee, which I do kind of like. I can get used to eating that, actually. Even if I haven't had it for a while. Yep. That smells like canned tomato sauce, alright. Good shape. Okay. Camera wants to focus. Yeah, there we go. That's what it looks like. It is still a bit steaming a bit, but let's give it a shot. I mean, it's alright. It's not the worst. Personally, I would like to have some sort of meat in here as a protein as well. But, you know, this is the vegetarian, so there's that. I wouldn't say this is the worst vegetarian option. The sauce is actually pretty good. I do really like it. Seems like there are some veggies in the sauce as well. That I cannot tell what they are. Like, this is an example of one of them. A little bit strand of something greenish that I picked up. I just know that the veggies are incredibly soft. The sauce does not taste like proper tomato sauce. It tastes like very processed, but it's edible. As I said before. Again, if you have eaten Chef Boyardee, this should be familiar to you. I don't taste any of the cheese in here. Which could be a good thing or a bad thing. I'm gonna bite this open and see what happens. Okay, I did bite it in half a bit. Give you a cross section. That paste in there is supposed to be cheese, apparently. But I think the sauce kind of soaked into the pasta and changed its color. Again, this really reminds me of like Chef Boyardee. But that's probably because Chef Boyardee doesn't use much beef in the ravioli. I'll be completely honest. Like, if you bite open a Chef Boyardee ravioli, you're gonna see content that looks very similar to this, except with specks of ground beef in it. So, yeah. But as a meal in general, this is not bad. It seems relatively filling, especially if you eat it all. Like, this has more calories than this for somehow. Actually, no, I do know how. This is all just nuts. Nuts are so calorie dense. Holy shit. But I feel like they definitely could have done something better for the dessert, other than cracker and peanut butter spread. Oh, what's this? Is this just pasta, or... Well, let's just find out, actually. Yeah, it's just some more pasta. At the bottom, you can see the pasta is completely destroyed. Like, honestly, open this up and give it to someone. I doubt they can tell you what it is, but... Like, other than the fact that it's just tomato sauce and pasta. But, you know... Like, while you can't really taste much of the cheese, you definitely feel something in there. The tortellini is kind of stuff. Like, this tube is filled with pseudo cheese, I'd like to call it. Like, again, it tastes like Chef Boyardee, except without any of the beef. Which, I mean, you can't really taste any of the beef in Chef Boyardee either, but... You know. But, calorie-wise, these two are going to be the main calorie-dense stuff. So, eat up all your trail mix, that's just nuts and pretzels, and then eat all your salted peanuts. This, make sure you mix properly, but even then, I don't think this is very good. Like, again... Just, like, due to the smell, this is like a 3 out of 10. 4.5 if there was no smell. But as for this, similar to, like, the last meal... Oh, yeah, it's that kind of cheese, yeah. There is Tabasco sauce again if you just, you know, want to spice it up a bit, if the flavor gets too samey. But personally, I'm used to it. Without any sauce, I don't really need the Tabasco sauce. I feel like that kind of ruined this for me. But, again, this would probably get, like, all things considered, 7 out of 10. At least it's filling, it's a hot meal, it isn't revolting. I mean, what more could you really ask for? And I also have to take into consideration that this is a vegetarian. Personally, I do not like any of the coffee that they put into any of these MREs. They're not my kind of thing. But if they're your thing, who knows? It is very bitter. You can't really get, in my opinion, you can't really get much coffee flavor out of the coffee. Like, overall, I just don't really like that coffee, honestly. Nor do I like this energy drink. I just drink water over this electrolyte drink. Because, like, this thing is not healthy at all. I mean, it does give you an extra 80 calories, but that's all just sugar. That's like 22 grams of sugar in there, and then the rest is basically just citric acid. And, like, some random things to cause it to smell weird. And a ton of salts. But you also have to mix that thing really well, which is very difficult to do. Because, well, they don't give you any room in the bag to actually fold over and mix without spilling everywhere. So if you were to get this, I'd say just pour it into the hot beverage bag if you're not going to use it for coffee, which I probably should have done. Overall, this is technically supposed to be my dinner, by the way. So I will most definitely be finishing all this, since I didn't really eat today either. So far, this meal... Alright, leaving this out, this is not bad. Like, personally, I would say... I would give this, like, a total score of around... What did I give the last one? Like, a 6 or 5 out of 10? This is like a 6.5 in my opinion. Like, these are not insulting at all. What was insulting to me was the amount of cranberries in the last one, though. Like, holy shit, you did not need to just dump all your cranberries into one meal. Which I am glad that they do not have in here. Personally, I am not a person who enjoys too many dried fruits. If I did have to pick a dried fruit to eat, it'd probably be mango, because that shit's good. Sweet and tasty. I'm not the kind of person who enjoys cranberries or raisins too much. I mean, I used to enjoy raisins a lot. Back in, I think, primary, middle, and high school. But... now I feel like they're just better dried things than raisins. The flavor of raisins has definitely gotten samey. I feel like the heater this time around also definitely got way hotter than last time. Probably due to like the 4-packet design compared to like the one gigantic singular heating packet in here. This definitely helps spread the heat out more evenly due to the packets just not spreading the internal like reactive powders inside just because like those things just don't sink to the bottom as easily, you know? So the meal is definitely heated more evenly, which I do like. Yeah, overall, not bad actually. You can't really expect too much out of these, but, you know. Out of what I did expect, it did kind of surprise me a bit. Now, on to dessert. Again, I'll finish these, like, probably off camera, but... dessert, you get crackers, and chocolate peanut butter spread. Personally, I would not eat this as a dessert. I would have just, you know, skipped dessert normally. Or, you know, just gone for like a different filler option. Something that, you know, isn't dried cranberries, because my god, do they just want to get rid of dried cranberries a lot. Okay, right off the bat, the cracker's already kinda destroyed. At least this corner of it. Hold on. This is very difficult to tear. Like, okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, so the cracker isn't fully destroyed, it's just that this one corner is. Alright, so... this, I believe, is 2 sets of crackers. These are very bland, based off my own experience. These can be broken up as well into smaller crackers as well. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. Just carefully break this up. If it wants to break. It's in much more manageable pieces now. It doesn't break cleanly, but you know, what can you expect? It's more manageable, at least. Okay, so I'm not gonna do what the instruction says and tear this entire side off like a monster. No, I'm just gonna do exactly what I did with the cheese spread. Tear a little hole, then just squeeze everything out. God, okay, yeah, I had to use my teeth for that. This thing, I know, does not want to open. I could already tell. So, take a cracker. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh shit. Doesn't this look appetizing? Doesn't this look absolutely appetizing? Oh god. I think this is just this looks like what's gonna come out of me in a couple hours. Holy shit. Oh, literally. I can definitely see the peanut butter, mainly due to this oil. So the peanut butter is not mixed in properly. Ah. Mm. Okay. I have very mixed feelings about this. So, at first, when you initially bite it, right, you think it tastes something similar to Reese's, but no. The initial flavor is kind of like Nutella, except they replaced the hazelnut with a really shitty peanut. But then the aftertaste kicks in. I mean, all right, already on its own, that doesn't sound like it tastes bad. But the aftertaste kicks in, which is really funky. I need another try of this, just to get a feel for it. Actually, I'll probably just sandwich it. Oh, yeah, this cracker is so brittle. They definitely need to either get better packaging or get a more durable cracker. Little sandwich. Okay, the aftertaste wasn't as prevalent in here, but it's still a bit prevalent. It feels like it just kind of kicks you in the jaw. Like, it just comes out of nowhere. I don't really like it. Like, personally, I would rather have the cheese spread over this as a dessert. Or rather, just not have a dessert at all. And just, get crackers and cheese spread. Like, in my opinion, the cheese spread works. Because it's just so salty that it enhances the bland. No, it overpowers how bland the crackers are. I mean, this is flavorful enough to overpower the blandness of these crackers. But in both a good and a bad way, if you know what I mean. So initially, again, their flavor isn't bad initially, but that aftertaste just is not good. It feels like there's also some sort of bitterness as well, which I don't like. Like, it isn't like dark chocolate bitterness, which actually is really good. But it's its own strange bitterness, you know? God, okay. Yeah, no. One more. God, again, this stuff just looks like shit when it comes out. Yeah, no, again, I'd rather just have, I would rather have the cheese spread. Even if you did not like cheese spread, I feel like that is better than this. Like, this is not a good dessert. I'd say, like, probably like a 2 out of 10. Overall, this meal, if it weren't for the outliers, I would give it a solid 6.5 out of 10. Like, better than I expect. Like, for me, I'm treating 5 as an average, 7 is good, and 10 is, you can't really get a, it's incredibly difficult to get like a 10 on these. Like, insanely difficult. But, like, again, as 5 with it, 5 being the average, in my eyes, this would have gotten a 6.5 out of 10. Like, personally, I loved some of, I wouldn't say love, but I really liked some of the options that they put in here. Even like the calorie fillers, like, they weren't egregious. They were actually okay. They're better than some products I'd probably find in my convenience store. Honestly. But, because of this energy drink, I know it's my fault as well. Probably because I didn't mix it well enough. But they didn't design the pouch well either. So, I'm gonna say we both take the blame for that. But even if you exclude that, just by adding in this, the score would, with both of these, I feel like the score goes down to, it goes down to, at most, a 5. It's somewhere between like a 4.3 and a 5 for me, if you add these two. If you just completely got rid of these two and replaced them with something else, score would go up for sure. But this spread just ruins it. Like, I'm not gonna take any of the blame for the spread because I did not come up with that spread. The spread just tastes like shit. It tastes like what it looks like. Shit. Again, I did not drink the coffee because personally, we already had that and I don't really like coffee. I feel like I'm not the kind of person who would judge that coffee fairly. And I do not think Tabasco sauce is gonna fix either this or this. So, what more can I say? Overall, again, this is probably gonna be like at most a 5 because of these two. If it weren't for these two, it would have again been higher. But well, they made that decision to add these two. Hopefully. Oh, I do plan on doing another MRE stream sometime in the future. If I get my hands on more MREs, that is. But that's probably gonna be it for this stream. Again, I feel like if you just swap these two out with like components of other MREs, it'd be infinitely better. Like this, like even if they were like just vegetarian options, it'd still be better than these two. Like, these two just don't go well in here. In my opinion, at least. There's probably somebody out there who likes the chocolate spread over the cheese spread. There's somebody out there who probably likes this and would be willing to, like, go through the troubles of dealing with this shit pouch design. Mainly because, that this pouch just doesn't give you enough space to fold over and shake to mix properly. But anyways, yeah, that's gonna be it for this stream. It's relatively short compared to my usual ones. But, I think next week I'm gonna be playing some, Ace Combat. I think I might be getting the hiccups soon. I'll be finishing the shell mix and the peanuts off stream, by the way. As I said. because I barely ate anything today. But yeah, thank you all for coming, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!